initializing your source for games and gadgets.
Host login.
Android prophet from the future. Option disabled. Veteran of the console wars. Blah blah blah. Ancient Norse god of metal. Steel valor. Together, their powers combine to form Bulletproof Radio.
You're listening to Bulletproof Radio, your source for games, technology, shenanigans, and people clearing their throat on Skype. We're for BulletproofPixel.com. It's a gaming and technology news and review site. We want you to go to our Facebook page. That's Facebook.com/BulletproofRadio. Like us. Stay in the know about the latest news and contests. Of course, you can subscribe to our radio replay on iTunes. You can also do that on Stitcher Radio and TechPodcast.com. If you go to our chat window there on BulletproofPixel.com/radio, you can also find a way to interact with us on Skype if you want to, or you can call us at 704-873-1400. You can do any of that. And our guests today are OCR, Outcast Reborn. Gentlemen, welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us. Not a problem at all. Now, we've been having a little bit of a shuffle going on here, I think,
yes.
with who all we have here. So let's kind of just go down the line here. Just say your name, your gamer tag, and we'll go from there.
Okay, my name is Ryan. My gamer tag is OCR Envy.
Okay, and there's another guy named Ryan who's in here as well.
Yeah, just to confuse you a little more, I guess my last name is Ryan Hughes, and my gamer tag is OCR Rhino.
OCR Rhino. Well, Rhino and Envy, welcome both. Glad to have you here now. We were trying to get ROCKETR on here with us, but just too important to not, didn't want to be with us today, I guess.
I believe I'm in here.
Oh, hey, there he is. Okay, he's just
snuck in.
He snuck in, just like a rocketeer, if you will. There. Well, guys, tell us a little bit about what OCR is. What is Outcast Reborn?
OCR is a Xbox Live gaming clan. We originally started back in 2006-2007 era in Halo 2. Back when the clan support was there for Microsoft.
Yeah. Not that you're bitter.
Yeah.
No, not bitter at all. But since then, we were primarily a Halo, obviously, at that point in time. But since then, we've branched out to Call of Duty franchise, some Gears of War, and basically we're looking to provide a safe haven for gamers who respectfully play with sportsmanship and whatnot. We have both a recreational side and a competitive side to the clan. So, we're very similar to what the GGN stands for. We're looking for people who aren't going to call you out when you lose a game and aren't going to yell at you when you take their weapon.
That happens.
Oh, all the time.
I'm kidding. Yeah, and I know you guys kind of have a bit of history, and you kind of went through it in evolution. Just kind of walk us through kind of how it started in its infancy, because I was reading a little bit on the history, and then kind of some of the growing pains, because I think what a lot of people don't realize is a lot of these gaming communities, you're so tight, it is a family, and you're going to run into drama and all those other things. But what have you guys done to kind of, I don't want to say combat that, but to kind of
curb it
and keep morale up within the group?
Sure. Rhino, you want to do that one?
Yeah, we definitely have evolved quite a bit since our, I guess, infancy stages. Originally, there was one guy that kind of started it all, McDowell, and he was the first one to kind of actively recruit people like himself. And during that time, then we transferred to Outcast Revenge, which was kind of like the very beginning of what we are today. At that time, kind of me and Envy kind of came in the picture and became kind of overlords, and Envy kind of took over our whole website, if you want to call it. It was a pretty rough website to start with. Helps when there's a guy.
Yes.
It was definitely a free web application, no doubt. But it definitely, I mean, having a guy that knows his stuff, does it for a living, I would be still on a GeoCities if it was me trying to run it. So, but from that point, you know, we kind of rapidly started focusing on getting people that we wanted in the clan that's like ourselves. You know, we started out, you know, 10 people probably, active gamers, and then we slowly kind of built up, scanned the Bungie forums, kind of slowly built up our reputation, membership, you know, our competitiveness, and we definitely evolved a lot. And then we went to Outcast Reborn, I would say a year after we started the Revenge, and we kind of thought that was a good name to kind of reborn ourselves again. And at that time, we got involved with the Good Game Network and TTL, and pretty much joined onto the ranks as a affiliated clan. You know, they believed pretty much everything they said last week is really kind of what we look forward to as far as sportsmanship. You know, we don't want to play people that constantly trash talk and teabag us, no, you know, whether we're winning or not. And so, and now today, you know, we got over 100 members. Wow. Not all of them are active, but I would say a good 60 to 65 are active members. So, I mean, coming from way back then to now, we definitely have evolved a great bit, and definitely towards the positive direction.
Now, ROCKETR, what's your role in the community?
I am also an Overlord, and I originally joined on to help Envy with the webmastering, and let's be honest, Envy's not really a graphics kind of guy. He's more about the coding and the programming, so I helped him out with a lot of the graphics side of things and giving it style and whatnot.
Yeah, I don't know what looks good.
But you know how to make it work.
Right, exactly.
Just as important.
Yes, they're a good combination together.
I know you were talking about kind of going on the Bungie forums and recruiting and possibly looking for other people who fit in with kind of your ideals for gaming. If a gamer was interested, do you guys go out and recruit? Do you have to invite them, or is it something that they can join up your forums or just play with you guys to get in? What's kind of that process?
The process is either, you know, we go out actively looking, but that being said, we get a share of recruits that come in to find us as well. Essentially, when you join onto our site, a thread is created saying, you know, welcome to our forums, let's get to know you, and there's like a bullet point list of things that, you know, we think help us get to know you as a person, as a gamer. In that bullet point is a question that says, are you interested in joining? If they respond to yes, then one of our recruitment officials will contact them, and they'll go through, you know, what actually takes to start the application process, which is a minimum of 2 days on the forums, 18 years of older, minimum of 10 posts as well. So again, we can see that you're, you know, interested in being active on the forums as well as on gaming. And then you submit an application with a few more questions. If that application is voted by the members as accepted, you become a recruit. You have a 3-week recruitment period, at which time we then play the game with you to try to get to know your personality in-game. Because obviously your forum personality may vary great from your in-game personality.
Yeah, in-game the true personality comes out.
True.
Especially when you're losing horribly.
Oh,
exactly.
yeah.
Exactly.
I got to ask, what's the fascination with Mike Rowe?
With who? Mike Rowe?
Mike Rowe. Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure.
I think he's going with the Rowe Blast. We have a member by the name of Dan Rowe.
Is it Dan Rowe?
And,
one of our public relations official is Dan Rowe.
And why is he not here right now? If he's the public relations guy.
Well, Dan is actually working this evening.
Is he any relation to Mike Rowe? Can we just throw that out there? Do you guys know who he is? No. Okay. Well, you guys mentioned that you play Halo. Do you play any other games? What other kind of games do you have out there?
We play Halo, we play Call of Duty, we play Gears of War. Those are the three primary multiplayer games that we play. Members do pick up on other games. I know we have an NHL hockey following, we have a FIFA following, but as for officially supporting, it's Halo and Call of Duty primarily.
And what do you guys think of Black Ops? Are you all over that one?
Black Ops was okay. I think most of us preferred the Modern Warfare series.
Sure.
Yeah, baby. Sorry. A little excited.
Yeah, I think we agreed here at Bulletproof Pixel that we did not like Black Ops, although Steel Valor may cross the picket line and buy it.
No, just because he wants the achievement points.
Yeah, he just wants the points.
No, I actually went to my local store to pick up Battlefield Bad Company 2, and they were all out. And they offered me Black Ops, and I just laughed and walked out.
What within the clan, do you guys have? I know TTL, obviously they had an age limit. Do you guys have anything like an age limit? Do you have, like you said, you have prerequisites you need to post on the forums, play games? What about number one, the age limit, and then what about guys who, for instance, I'm running into this now, say I wanted to join your community, but you know what, I got a 2-year-old now, run a website, do a radio show, got a full-time job, life kind of gets in the way of gaming. Anything open in the clan for that, or are you just looking for active members?
Rocker, you want to field that?
We do have an age limit. It is 18 years old right now, and basically we do look for the active members, of someone who's going to contribute something to the community. But we also know that every one of us has like real life things that we have going on that we can't get on and play every night, or we at least try and see if you are posting on the forums, at least maybe once a week or two, but trying to also maybe get in some of our clan nights that we have. Sunday nights we have officially as our Halo 3 clan night, just because we still like Halo 3 to change it up a little bit from just always playing Reach or Black Ops. But basically, we do realize that everyone can't always be consistently active, but just that you're trying to get games in with all of us, that's our main goal.
Well, go ahead, Bob.
I was going to say, one of the other things you guys mentioned, you're a competitive clan. You have any, obviously, do you do LANs? Do you just set up tournaments over Xbox Live? Do you guys do events where you actually travel out to events and put together a team?
Yes, we do. We actually have had 3 sponsored LANs. We had one in New Jersey back in 2009, and then we had a second one in New Jersey in 2008, I believe. And we just recently finished a LAN in Boston not more than 3 weeks ago. So usually every year, we did miss a year there in 2010, but usually every year we try to get together at a location somewhere on the east side of the country, just because that's where our member base is primarily located. We do have competitive teams. We did not carry that competitive team over to Halo Reach. However, we just recently decided, based on member opinion, that we're going to try and bring back competitive teams for Reach. We have competed in MLG events in the past. We didn't do so great, but we did compete.
And good gamers don't really gel. At least, let me rephrase. I have not seen many good gamers gel with MLG.
No. I mean, 2 of the LAN events that we've had have been at MLG events, and the atmosphere is very nice, but as for competing, it definitely does not coincide with the good gamer mentality.
Yep.
Well, with the tournaments that and your meeting that you have every year, I would suggest that you come to BPCon as soon as we figure out where that's going to be.
Okay, we'd be more than happy.
That's our BP convention that we're going to have eventually. It's got to be on the East Coast because that's where we are too. See, I like how they planned this, Bob.
Yep.
Yeah. It's nice to actually have some East Coasters, and we run into a lot of West Coasters, I've noticed.
Well, that's because we're talking to a lot of developers and things like that.
Yeah.
They're all out there for some reason. I don't know why.
Out on the left coast.
Yeah, we really have people from all over the place. I mean, we got a guy from England that made it to the LAN, guy from Canada. I'm from the Midwest, kind of Chicago area. We still travel all over. We got guys on the West Coast. I mean, there's usually someone to game with, all times of the day, really. But I would say the larger portion of our member base is from the East Coast. So,
what would you say some of the benefits of being an OCR would be? I mean, obviously they're going to play with people that are part of the Good Game Network, which kind of is a code there, isn't it?
Yes, definitely a code. Some of the benefits would be access to our members-only features. I won't go into great detail on what they are, but
spoilers. Not even. It's just for us. I mean, we're just talking here.
Well, I mean, we have a lot of my time is spent developing special features, members only, like gamer cards, and prior to Microsoft closing down the presence feed, we actually had the Who's on Xbox Live feature, which was very unique into the fact that you could sign on to OCR and see at any point in time who was actually playing online without starting up your Xbox. We also have strategy forums and special weapons timers for each game and whatnot. But primarily, the main thing that they're going to take away is the ability to sign on at any point during the day, during the evening, and find gamers who want to play with you and don't care if they win or lose. Not to say that we don't want to win, but we're not going to,
It's not your main focus is what I'm getting.
Right.
And that's important because there's a lot of new gamers who are so intimidated by multiplayer because they hop on one time to give it a shot, and you've got a 14-year-old screaming curse words that'll make you blush, and you've got even older guys screaming at you, teabagging you, and it can be frustrating and intimidating.
Exactly.
It was like my first day in prison.
And something to add, I think what you also gain from OCR is the fact that we feel like we're a really big family. I can say that there are several members that are in OCR that are some of my best friends that I have. Actually, we had a trip a summer ago where a couple of us met up and we hung out for about 10 days just traveling around Florida, where I'm from. And it was just a pretty surreal experience to think that, I have friends that are from all across the country that we can still hang out and, still be close friends, even though we are far apart, by our location.
That sounds really familiar.
It does.
I might need a tissue.
Sounds a lot like, sounds a lot like how we started.
That's right. Bulletproof
The
Radio.
internet is amazing.
It is. It is. North Carolina, Virginia, New York, all connected via the interwebs and through Bob's Tears. That too.
Yes.
Bob's tears flow down a series of tubes.
That's right. They clog up the interwebs. Hey, guys, tell me what you think your highest point in OCR has been. What has been the peak of your experience there?
There's no question for me. I mean, I would assume it varies from member to member, but back in Halo 3, the infancy of the Good Game Network, we had our first league, which was the Good Game Network League, and I believe there was 12 communities involved at that point. And the team that we actually put up, we went through to the final round and ended up winning.
Oh, wow.
And it sort of culminated in the end of Halo 3, so it was kind of special to be playing the game for so long and then come to a point where, we can say that, we are the best in the GGN without, trash talking, but at the same point, knowing that, we practiced, prepared, and put together a team that essentially defeated 10 other communities.
Something to be proud of.
Yes, exactly.
Would ROCKETR and Rhino, would you agree that that's the high point, or did you have different views on it?
For me, I would definitely say that was my high point. It was definitely an exciting time. We really got to know a lot of the other communities that I didn't always play with some of the other communities at that point. Some of them were newer to the GGN, but it was really neat to be able to play against every one of them. But it was still a competitive environment. But then again, we still got to know everyone fairly well, and I still play with some of those guys even till today.
Have you guys played against Bungie yet?
Yeah, actually, that was probably my high point, was when we got the Bungie spotlight. We didn't actually play against them, but it was kind of after the point where they stopped doing the community.
Right. The Hump Day challenges.
Hump Day challenges, yes.
Right.
We were actually lined up to play them, I think, like a couple weeks after SBG, which I believe was their last actual Hump Day challenge, where they got beat pretty badly by them. And considering they were another Good Game Network clan
SBG,
at the time, and
wow,
we were the next ones to come, I think that was kind of the point where they decided not to. But I thought the Bungie spotlight was pretty cool. I mean, it brought so many people to our site. I never got so many hate mail messages in my Bungie private message or Xbox Live in my
It's a blessing and a curse, isn't it? Yeah, both.
So it was that was probably my better highlight. I mean, the Good Game Network was cool too, but this was cool in its own way.
You mentioned SBG, and that kind of takes me back because I used to do a show called the Riot Podcast. I did that with Second Foundation, and they were actually formed right around that time, and I gave them the nickname of Some Big Grenade because I couldn't think of anything else that SBG might stand for. So it's good to hear that they're still around, still doing stuff. They're still in Good Game Network, right?
No, actually, they're not.
No.
Yeah, unfortunately, there was some struggles there. So
yeah, well,
their former members actually joined into IGC, which is another GGN community. So they branched off essentially.
Well, it sounds like you guys are very tight with each other. That you talk a lot about what's going on with each other's groups, and not necessarily just your own, but you also go to the Good Game Network forums, and you go there and post and talk a lot. Is that one of the best advantages there for you for being in GGN?
Without a doubt.
I would agree with Rocker without a doubt. I mean, the big thing that the GGN brings, and we can thank D-Day for this because he's primarily the one doing it, is the fact that almost at any point there's a tournament going on for a game, and we know that the people in that game are going to be good gamers.
That's hard in this day and age to get something like that. Well, guys, give me the website there in case somebody wants to go to the website, maybe check you out, maybe they want to join Outcast Reborn, and maybe they like what they've heard. Where can they go?
Sure, it's www.outcastreborn.com.
Well, that's really difficult. There are no like zeros as O's or anything like that. It's just exactly as it says.
Yeah, it's backslash, parentheses, 6524.
Oh, okay. You got to throw all that in. And by the way, kudos to you all for the I Like Mudkips banner. I loved that. Go there to their.
One of our members will be very happy.
Well, I heard you like them, so folks, go to their forums, check them out. Their website as a whole. Outcast Reborn. Thanks for joining us this evening.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
All right, folks, we'll be right back with more Bulletproof Radio. Stick around.